This is what happened to me. Oh, hello. Just explaining that the live was the same for me when I tried it the other day. Hello.
Don't you love a bit of technology? Hoping Facebook Live and the internet will be good for this. So hello.
Hello.
I'm Sophie, as you know, and this is the lovely Claire Butler.
Hello. Good afternoon. I was going to say good morning, but it's good afternoon now.
So I have known you forever.
It seems a very, very long time.
Probably 10 years, 12 years, something like that.
Probably.
Yeah.
You were very young.
So
she
Claire,
still is, obviously. Yeah. Before I get myself into trouble.
A year older now. Claire does amazing things with clothing and colour. So
I try.
Obviously you may know the idea of maybe a stylist or something like that who helps you figure out what sort of colours suit you, what sort of clothes suit you. Well, Claire does this, but she does loads of other things, and she's super, super marvellous, and she did me.
Thank you. I did. I was going to have a badge saying I've done Sophie.
I've done Sophie.
And I've done her mum.
She has. My mum, after I had it done, I had my colours and I had my style done. Then we did a wardrobe overhaul where she came and went through my wardrobe and went, no, yes, and it was brilliant. And then I said to my mum, for about 2 or 3 years, you've got to have it done, you're going to love it, yeah. And so I then forced her into it and got it done, and she said,
so much fun.
It's the best, one of the best things I've ever done in my life, and I'd wish I'd done it 20 years previously, because it actually made it all much easier.
It was lovely. Yeah. She was so much fun to work with as well. And
it's not what you think, is it? So what do you do?
What do I do?
What do you do?
Okay, well, I'm Claire Butler, and my business name is The Style Expert. So basically, if you know Gok, or you've heard of Gok, I'm a bit like Gok, the female version, though I was doing it before him, so he copied me, Natch. So basically, I work with women who want to just put that quirk back into their everyday life, and who might have lost their way with their style. I really focus on working with the true you. I don't work sort of trying to make somebody they're not. It's about identifying who you are and finding what suits you. And so I find what colours flatter you. I find the shapes and styles that flatter you. But beneath all that, and much deeper than that, is I find your true essence. It's the essence of who you are, so that you can show that to the world, and so you can be, hello, this is me, aren't I lovely? And then you can forget about what you're wearing. You can just concentrate on being you and being confident. And yeah, and then you just step out the door. I sort out wardrobes, which we're going to talk a little bit about today, and I take people shopping.
It's a bit like making the whole, because if you're not really I'm not really that big into the whole clothes thing. Hi Linda!
Oh, hello Linda, sweetie, how are you?
One of the best things I did was to have my wardrobe and colours done.
Oh, bless you, I so enjoyed that. You were one of my first grade A students, weren't you, Linda?
I think the thing I found interesting about it is I think I had a load of assumptions about it, which would be kind of that I would go and you would say wear this, and it would all be really cool. But what I found was that it just made, because I don't like having to think about what I have to wear. I'm just not interested enough in it. I wish I was. I look at people and I think, oh, I wish I was glamorous like that. And then I just think, I just can't be bothered.
But that's about your style personality, and it's about understanding who you are. And the worst thing to do would be to put stuff on you and saying, you must wear this, you must do this. Yeah. That's not you, is it? You'd be so uncomfortable in them.
And the whole thing. No. I try, but it has to be a little bit more casual.
And quirky.
Yeah, and I like to not think about it. So what was so great was I had outfits to wear. Yep. That meant that I didn't have to think about it.
Absolutely, ready-made outfits.
Which is like the best thing ever.
Photos galore, weren't
they? It's like, what can I wear that I don't have to think about? I'll just wear this and this, and they go, and I know that they work. Hooray! Best thing. And going in shops.
Oh yes, the shopping trip, Linda. Yeah. Yes, we had so much fun. That was great. We went to London.
And when you know your colours, you walk in. That was the biggest thing for me, was walking in a clothing shop and just walking in and looking around and going, no, there's nothing in here that's my colour, and walking back out again.
Absolutely, it saves so much time, doesn't it?
Fantastic.
Saves so much time, so much energy. You can just walk in and you head straight towards the colours that you know are going to flatter you once you've analysed those or had them analysed, and you just flick through. If there's nothing there, you can go, because you don't any longer buy things that don't suit you, because there's absolutely no point. There really is no point. You've got to love it, absolutely love it to buy it. You've either got to love it madly, need it badly, or don't buy it.
That's Marie Kondo. Does it spark joy?
Does it spark joy? Something has to spark 80% joy in your wardrobe when you touch it and feel it. If it doesn't spark at least 80% joy, then it needs to go, because you're never going to wear it. And if you do wear it, you're not going to enjoy wearing it. And if you're not going to enjoy wearing it, you're not going to be very confident. And if you're not going to be very confident, then you're not going to be yourself. And then when you meet people, you're not going to be yourself. And then you might say, oh, don't look at this because I don't really like it. And they probably wouldn't have looked at it anyway, but you've now drawn attention to it.
Yeah.
And so it's this big cycle, this huge cycle of how it affects your confidence. And some people, certainly when I first started, I've been doing this nearly 16 years now. And some people think, oh, you know, why would you want to have that done? It's a bit vain, isn't it? And it's actually not. It's more about being able to just know what suits you, and then you've got that tick in the box when you go out the door, and then you don't have to think about it anymore. And so also it's about creating that confidence and your persona, especially if you're self-employed, and for you to be authentic and show what it is you do for a living. You know, so for example, if you met an accountant who was in her pajamas, for example, you'd think, would I really perhaps trust my money with somebody who looks like they sit around watching daytime TV all the time? And now I know that it's absolutely fine, and of course, you know, you don't know, but I've actually got my nightie on under here.
Got my Minnie Mouse pajama bottom.
But no, it's serious. It is about sort of, you know, looking good, feeling good, and when you feel good, you know, you're actually more confidence.
But that's the thing as well, isn't it? Because you can still wear. When Adelaide, I got my daughter Claire as a 13th birthday present.
I jumped out of a box.
She did, with candles on her head. And actually, what was quite funny, being a teenager, she said, well, I just think this is outrageous that I should be told that I prescriptively have to wear these colours, not these colours. I really like these colours. And I said, it's not actually about that. It's saying, if you wear these colours, you will look fresher, brighter, your eyes will shine, people will say, oh, you look amazing today. You get those compliments.
They'll notice you rather than the outfits that you're wearing.
And you look amazing. So it's not that. It's not saying you have to do this. It's saying if you choose, you make a choice.
Yeah.
If you want to wear khaki, if I wear khaki, I love khaki, it makes me look like I'm going to be sick.
If I wear khaki, I look like I've fallen into a ditch and died. But I love it too.
But I love it. But you could then wear it on your legs,
yes,
or you can make choices so that.
Or you can have it for soft furnishings.
Soft furnishings, pajamas. But it's not about restricting. No. It's about freeing stuff, and that's, I guess, the point, isn't it?
It is.
It's
not about
like
rules.
It's not,
I prefer to call them like principles rather or suggestions rather than rules, because I have always hated being put into a box, and so I would never do that to anybody else. And who am I to tell somebody they can't do something? My role is to help you find what you can do well, and if, for example, you still love to wear a certain colour, there's this big topic of black, but just say you love wearing black and it's not one of your best shades, well, I'm not going to turn around and tell you not to wear black. My role is to tell you how you can best wear black, okay? Yeah. Now, if you want to then take that piece of information and throw it in the bin, that's entirely up to you. That, you know, the fashion police aren't going to come and arrest you. But equally, you know, if you've invested in wanting to look and feel your best, there are a few principles and guidelines which really do make a difference. And having your colour analysed is one of the things that's most instant. Absolutely instant. And one of the things I realised was I need to have quite high contrast, and so you'll always see me I nearly always wear white actually, and Adelaide said this morning she's never once seen me without my red lipstick, and so but I will always wear something that contrasts, because I need things that are quite vivid. But I won't overcomplicate things at the moment. But I do have a colour course coming up, which you might be interested in, which I shall give you some details on later.
Well, when I first had my colours done, I wore a lot of black. And now I do tend to have lots more navy. I have gone back. I do have a little more black. And I think that since I've put on the weight, you do the hiding thing. But I do tend to then wear a lot of bright pink and a lot of electric blue.
Near your face, that really lifts. I mean, every time I see you in those colours, electric blue, pinks, fuchsia pinks, and some purple
Bright
and
purple.
teal.
I love all of those. When they come in with all those dual colours, I'm like, oh, yeah,
I know.
all my
She gets
colours are
very,
in.
very excited when they come out. And that's the thing as well. And it's like, you know, a lot of people might think, oh, I need to wear black because it's slimming. Dark colours are slimming, absolutely. So in that case, yes, black is slimming. But so are other dark colours. You know, dark navy is going to be just as slimming as black. A dark brown is going to be just as slimming as black, depending on what neutral shades you suit. But one of the key points as well is how you wear your clothes and where your clothes end on your body. So for example, a top with a pair of black trousers could make you look bigger than white trousers and a white top. Now there's a thought.
Yeah, I've got lumpy bum. You probably all have lumpy bums.
I've got a lumpy bum. Middle-aged spread.
One of those things. But on my legs, so that it kind of comes down like this, and then I've got like a little dimple just under the knicker line. It just kind of comes in a bit, and then it goes out again. I don't know what this shape is. It's a weird thing. But what we discovered was, just at the top of my thighs, if I wore a top which went into the dimple, it kind of hid it. Or no, if it went just below it.
Yes, just below it.
Just below the dimple.
Yep.
Then I looked slimmer. Yeah. And we were doing the just below an inch, up an inch.
Yes, where to go. Yeah, it was
slim.
It was making such a difference.
Fat, slim, fat.
So here's the thing, okay? A lot of women will try and hide their bum, okay? They might think, oh, I've got to hide this with a big baggy top. Now, if you've got a large bottom, which I have, at the moment it's comparing the size of Birmingham at the moment. Anyway... But if you've got a large bum, you would normally go out on the hips and the thighs, yeah? Okay, because that's your shape. Now then, so if you try and hide your bum and you've got something that ends on your bottom, then that line of that clothing is going to come right round onto your hips and thighs, yeah? So where it ends, especially if it's a change of colour, it's like having two big Kenny Everett hands going, hello, here's my big bits, would you like to look at them? So it's actually making you look bigger than if you wear it above, which can sometimes be a challenge, exposing the bit you might not like, or below. And it's all about, and that's what we do when I do a style consultation, is I show you what lengths you can wear, what shapes you wear, what shape and size of pattern.
So like if you've got big boobs,
yep.
Then
low
actually,
neckline,
like big boobs,
big
that you're not wanting to show.
That you don't want to show.
Because you're not Pamela Anderson. Some women have big boobs and they want them the world
some people like
to
to
see
share them, and that's fine. It's all about choice, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you had big boobs and you didn't want the world to see them, then what do you do? Well,
if you didn't want the world to see them, okay, then I would say always wear a lower neckline. A lot of, again, people think, oh, if I cover it up, I'm going to be hiding it. But actually, that creates more of a shelf and it will actually widen you as well. So a lower neckline, that doesn't have to mean cleavage out. It can just, what I mean is even like, I mean, I've got no boobs really, but a lower neckline like this, or what Sophie's wearing, and to whatever level you're happy to show your cleavage. But then if you've got the space here and you still feel a little bit exposed, then you can fill it with a necklace. I would also wear darker colours on the top half and brighter colours on the bottom, because brighter colours are going to draw the eye. Don't wear a shirt with perhaps a breast pocket on it or a brooch or something like that, because the eye is going to go straight to the breast. Wow. So it's all about sort of taking the eye away from areas you might not like so much, and certainly don't wear like a stripe of colour across the boob or something like that, because that's going to draw the eye. So you want to draw the eye upward to the face, and if you've got large boobs, if you've got broad shoulders and large boobs, then you're not going to have much of a waist. But if you've got soft shoulders and a softer bosom, then you're going to go in at the waist. Okay, so that might be a place to wear a belt. And it's about ticking off these points, thinking, right, so this is the bit I want to show off. And if I draw attention to that bit, people aren't going to look at the other bits that I don't like so much.
And it's also, isn't it, if you're not really chuffed with anything, it's looking for the best bits, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I really want to focus, and that's what I really do, is I don't know if you remember Trini and Susanna back in the day. And they really focus on the bad points of people, and it's like, I think that's very upsetting and quite frankly rude. And so I always want to focus on the bits that you do like. And a lot of women will say to me, well, I don't like anything. And it's like, but everybody does have good points. So here's the tip. If you don't like something on your body, above or below it is going to be an area that goes in. Now, in the Western world, the majority of us, not all, before I get shouted at. But it's all, the majority of it's like the bits that go in.
Yes.
Would you say that's fair?
Yeah.
And so above or below, for example, your hips, you're going to go in at the waist if you've got wide hips. Okay, and then you might have slim ankles, you might have lovely slender knees. Look for these points, you know, and the things other people compliment you on. Women are fantastic at giving each other compliments, really, really good, and quite specific compliments too. And listen to those. And so what you do is I always ask people to only ever tell me 2 things they really don't like, but 4 things. That was a 5. That thumb should have been tucked there. 4 things that they do like about themselves or more. And if they can't find them themselves, we will work. I won't tell them what they are. I will help them find them themselves, because it's really important to start liking the bits about yourself. And then it's how to draw the eye to that. When I had my analysis done before I became a personal stylist myself, I was very much of the brigade. Oh, I haven't got anything. Yeah, I don't like myself. It's like, and she asked me to think hard about one thing I liked about myself at least. So I said my clavicle.
Oh, I used to have nice clavicles.
There you go, my clavicle.
That's a great clavicle.
That's a good clavicle.
Yeah,
I do like my clavicle. So I do like to wear vest tops and show off. That's the bit of me I like. I mean, wrapped myself up today, haven't I? But yeah, so I don't mind my clavicle.
I didn't know what a clavicle was
Did
until
you
I
not?
lost weight, and then I was like, oh, look at this amazing thing.
I know.
Now they're hiding again, but they are cool when you see them.
But you've always all your lovely colours, and also makeup. The great thing is when you know your colours, you learn to find the makeup in the colours that flatter you, so that you've done all this hard work with your clothes, and you want to make sure that you continue that upwards. So it's about what jewellery, whether you do gold or silver jewellery, or what colour jewellery, even down to what shade your hair is dyed. Even down.
Yeah, no, that was a big thing.
That was a big thing, wasn't it?
I went to the hairdressers, and for years, obviously you can see my huge roots at the moment.
We're not talking roots today.
We're not talking about roots. This bit, if you look here, you'll see that it's blonde. It used to be this colour naturally, but now I'm old. It's not.
Oh, you're so old.
I know, I'm really old. So, but I used to have it done.
She could be my daughter. That's actually quite scary. She could actually be my daughter.
You would think that this is a warm colour because it's blonde, warm, but actually Claire said for ages, so it was about 4 years after you said you need to be dyeing your hair with ashy colours, not warm, because you'd go to the hairdresser and they go, oh, we'll warm you up with some lovely colours, and I would say, okay, oh damn, next time I'll be brave enough to ask for ash. And I went in and we had it, and I said, right, let's just test it now. We'll do the ash and see. And she was blown away. She went, oh my God, this is so much nicer. Why haven't we done this before? And then I had my, yeah, because she said I'd never think of doing it like that, because it's all about warming it up. That's what they learn.
Well, yeah, because hairdressers obviously do understand the colour spectrum, as do image consultants, but we work with it sometimes in a slightly different way. Whereas I do like goes with like. So if someone has a cool skin tone, which is quite in depth, but I will explain that to you.
I have a cool skin tone.
As do I. If someone has a cool skin tone, it means they've got quite a pinkish colour to their skin, blonde hair, bluish eyes, as an example. Then
well, you are the epitome
but I'm the complete.
Of that,
yes, that's obviously me. Hello. or dark eyes and wanting to. Yeah, if you've got, I'm quite an in-between, so I'm quite a hard one to explain. But anyway, if you've got a cool skin tone, then you need ashy, bluish tones. So, and cold
makes you look
and
better.
cool tones. Whereas if you are wearing all these sort of lovely blue-based colours, and I don't mean blue, but colours that got blue in the mix, sort of cooler, sharper colours.
This is an example of blue-based.
Yes, a blue-based pink here. Whereas a yellow-based pink would be like a coral or a salmon, because it's richer. But I'll get to that. Anyway, yeah, so then if you've done all these lovely cool colours, and then you wear something warm and yellow based, it's going to clash. So to have the ash tone and the cool blonde with the cool colours, like goes with like. And I really struggle if I have red in my hair, because it always tends to go more of an Albany colour, whereas I need like a raspberry red, which I have had, but it does fade so quickly. And browns, my natural hair colour is a really dark chocolate espresso sort of colour, or it was. I haven't seen it since I was 13. And I've been every colour under the sun since. But apart from blonde, but that may be coming. But when I went back to black, I had to go like a raven blue black rather than dark browns, because some browns are coming out too rich for my skin tone. And if you're wondering about a warm skin tone, that's somebody who's got a rich colour, and they might have red naturally in their hair, so it can range anywhere from, like, say, strawberry blonde all the way up to really rich chestnut dark brown. And then they need to wear these richer, warmer colours, again, like going with like. And what a hairdresser does is they will actually see somebody who's very cool and ashen in their colouring, and they will try and warm you up. And that's not wrong from what they were taught. You know, I wouldn't want to offend all the hairdressers out there. They absolutely, you know, understand that.
That's the thing, isn't it? If you're cool, we'll warm you up, and if you're
over warm, they'll cool it down a little bit and add some contrast. And it's you can still do that. It all depends on when you have your colours analysed on a 1-to-1. It's very, very in depth, and you actually find the percentage of how cool to warm you are, etc., etc., and so that will then give you an indication. But you don't have to go that far to start getting your colours right. Okay?
No, you could just walk in the shop, couldn't you? Get a nice bit of daylight and put salmon pink next to you, and then a kind of a ruby red next to you, and see. You can actually see it
exactly.
Better.
It doesn't. You don't. To understand, I would say, to just understand the most important part of your colouring is the key. And we call that your dominant. And for me, my most important part is that I need to wear high contrast. I must wear high contrast colours. So I've got quite a bright colouring because I've got, I don't know if you can see through my specs, there you go, can you see it? Oh look, cross-eyed. There you go, I've got quite a lot of white to my eyes, don't know if you can see that, and I've got quite a lot of natural contrast going on in my colouring, so I need to complement that with the clothes that I wear.
I'm cool, deep and bright.
Oh, you are, darling.
I'm so cool, deep and bright.
The deep and bright bit we'll forget.
Very deep. Yeah. Very cool.
You're not getting down with the children, are you?
I'm so cool. I keep telling Adelaide how cool I am.
Do you?
Did
she believe you
cool. No, not yet, sadly. Maybe when she's 40 she might.
Ah.
So, organising your wardrobe then.
Planning. You ladies love to plan, don't you?
Yeah, we like a plan.
Yeah, I think there's a clue in the name of the group, isn't there? Ladies that plan?
Something. What was it?
Planning ladies?
Let's go with planning, shall we?
Yeah, let's go with planning. So basically, I also come and sort your wardrobes out for you as well, but I can teach you how to do it. And planning your wardrobe, basically, you want the clothes in there to be in the right colours, the right shapes. You want them to suit you as a person, suit your lifestyle, and also when you're going shopping, for them to suit your budget, okay? And when you basically are sorting your wardrobe out, just a few tips here now, if you're going to actually go for it, all right? Take everything out. Do not look one by one at the items, because you'll look at it and you'll put it straight back in. It's too hard to make a decision, all right? Get everything out of your wardrobe, and at the same time, get everything out of your drawers, everything out from under the bed, everything out.
There's a lot of stuff when you do this. You realise, maybe I have actually got a few items of clothing.
Yeah. I mean, does anyone really need 132 pairs of knickers? As an example. That was when I sorted mine out. And when I say sort out your drawers, literally
sort out your drawers.
Don't worry, I won't go rummaging through your undies unless you pay me extra. No, so basically, then start looking like with like, okay? So look at all your shirts, okay? And then as you pick up each one, remember that 80% love. If it doesn't bring you joy, it goes. Honestly, it goes. So you've already, hopefully when you're sorting them out, you've got rid of things that are in the wrong shades for you. You've got things that you know that don't flatter your body shape. You've got things that you just actually don't like.
Don't fit.
That don't fit. Don't hang on to things if they don't fit you. Because I know you might turn around and say, well, you know, this will do when I can get back into it. Two things. One, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Two, actually I might come to more than two things. Two, it's unlike me, I know. Two, once you've lost the weight, if that's what you plan to do, and there's no rules to say you have to do that, but once you've lost the weight, are you really going to want to put your old clothes back on? Or are you going to want to treat yourself to something nice and something that flatters you? And don't forget, clothes do age. Even if you've bought something that is really expensive and you think it's classic, they still only last and look stylish for about 5 years. The alternative to that is to let it come round full circle, not for it to be in fashion.
Like 20 years.
Yeah, but if you want a vintage look. and therefore you'd need to be quite a dramatic, outgoing person to want to do that. But if you've got a classic personality and you think, oh, that lovely Jaeger blazer, I'll save that. The shoulders are going to be wrong, the lapels are going to be wrong, the placement of buttons are going to be wrong, the cut is just going to be wrong. So it's going to look old-fashioned. And as much as most women that I work with, we don't follow fashion. We're not huge followers of fashion, but we do want to be current. Nobody actually wants to purposefully go out there and say, hey, I'm going to be old-fashioned today.
There's a difference between being vintage stylish and old-fashioned.
Yeah, and also, and there's a difference between being current and being fashionable. There's a few that, want to follow the trend, and that's absolutely fine. If they've got the time and the energy to do that. I work with ladies from all different spectrums of ages. Some are more into fashion than others, but on the whole, most women I work with aren't really followers of fashion, but they do want to be, they want to look good for their age. They want to look fantastic.
Finding the stuff that suits you that are in the shops at the time. I mean, I'm 36, but I feel like when I look at the celebs that are donning the whole Topshop thing, and I think, that person is same age as me or a little bit older, they can totally rock it. And I walk in and I think, no. Okay. But then again, it's just finding that right thing, isn't it?
Well, it's finding the right thing, and it's...
Dogs.
It is finding the right thing, but it's also finding what's right for you. And don't forget, a lot of these celebrities that you're seeing have been dressed by a stylist. You don't know what they actually look like at home when they're dressing themselves. And sometimes you do look at them in these clothes and they look so uncomfortable in what they're wearing. They don't look like they're reflecting themselves. And that also, they're being paid to wear those clothes. Okay.
There was quite a high-profile one recently, and the name's gone out of my head, but I'll remember it shortly, I'm sure, who went from wearing all of the kind of stuff, and then, was it Jewry Halliwell? Oh, was it Mark Wentworth was maybe talking about Jewry, and the fact that when she was styled for the Spice Girls, she had that whole style, and, that was it, yes, his thing was about her buying a pastel top.
Yes.
She didn't know why she bought the pastel top, but she bought it and it sat in her cupboard for ages, and then when she left the Spice Girls and she came back round, she then discovered that actually that was a big part of how she really wanted
the true
to
her.
be.
Yeah, and that was the real her, and finding the things that you're drawn to, because it's what's inside you, and your instinct is going to play such a major part. And it's quite interesting because the ladies that I've met, and they perhaps talking about working with me, and one of their things is, well, I'm not going to end up looking exactly like you, am I? And it's like, well, no, because you're nothing. You might be nothing like me. Your colouring might be different. But it's your personality. And even people that've got the same style personality as me, I still wouldn't dress them as me. Why would I do that? It's about finding who you are and finding your key thing. And there's certain shops and online stores that really do flatter each sort of style personality.
I love Coast.
Yeah, well, that's that classic element which you love as well. I think if I was going to go, I love vintage. I absolutely love vintage, and I buy a lot of my stuff online. But if I could get into it, that my first port of call in the city would be Karen Millen.
Oh, I love Karen Millen.
But I can't very often fit into her clothes.
No. Adelaide, we went there the other day and I said, you'd look lovely in all of these. But, my mum is a natural
romantic.
So she doesn't like to think about her clothes either. But what she found was, after having them done, was that she really liked capri pants, like trousers, jean type ones.
Her legs are
And she
amazing.
really likes wearing shirts or blouses because it's just really comfy. And the biggest thing for her is that it's comfortable. But
still
then,
stylish at the same time.
But what it was previously was it was just comfortable, and what it looked like is like real way down the importance factor.
She did care, but she couldn't get the look that she wanted. She was saying, well, it didn't work. And
no,
it was like,
so I don't care enough. I'll just wear it because it's comfy. And also that comes from theatre as well, because when you're on stage, you've got all the makeup and the outfits, and when you're off stage, you just want to be comfy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So she went to Marks and Sparks and various other places, and she said, right, well, this style of shirt has got the right colours and it suits me. So she bought like 10 or 12 of these shirts in all different colours. And the capri pants, I think she bought 10 different pairs of capri pants in like white,
I know
grey,
when we looked
pink,
at them,
teal, all these different lovely colours. So when she goes away, she literally packs, so I'm going for 5 days, I'm going to pack 5 pairs of trousers and 5 shirts, and she's got her outfit sorted.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to think about it. She knows it looks nice. and every time, and you go, you look really nice today. Whereas
And
when I was younger, I would go.
And that's the thing, when people say you look nice, rather than saying I like your top or I like your necklace or I like this, when you're dressing and everything is right for you, because it's a bit like a style jigsaw that all comes together, when you're dressing right for you, people will comment on you. You'll look well, you'll look nice, rather than I like your necklace, I like your top, I like this, because then people are missing you. And sometimes people can wear colours that overwhelm them, and so they end up looking like just a box with a head. The person just gets missed, and it's really important that you are seen as a whole. We were talking about sort of clothes for sorting out your wardrobe, and we only wear 20% of our clothes 80% of the time, and you've probably got these key bits that you would just keep going to because you love them. And just another quick 20-80 for you: have 20% of your clothes for the bottom half and 80% of clothes for your top half, because it's always your top half that you're changing, especially when you're doing video like this, because no one's got any idea what we've got on the bottom half.
That was a really big thing for me, actually. Until then, I'd actually focused more on trousers until you said that, and then I thought, of course, because you could wear the same, if you went on holiday, capsule wardrobe.
Capsule wardrobe, one of my joys.
Then you packed like 1 or 2 pairs of trousers, but then 6 or 7, 8 tops, and then suddenly you've got all these different outfits, and everyone thinks that you look different every day, and you're like, I've been in these.
But if you wore the same, even if they were clean, if you took 5 t-shirts exactly the same, and but they, effectively the same t-shirt, but had 5 different pairs of trousers, no one would notice the difference. No one would notice the difference.
No. Whereas
you might if you change it colour. Yeah, it's the top half and necklaces and stuff like that. And also there's this thing as well, cost per wear, which I want to share with you.
Steve's worked this out the other day on the train. He said, my belt has cost me 50p a year.
Excellent. And it's the thing. So let's just say we're going to a wedding, and everyone's like, oh, I've got to go and buy an expensive outfit, okay? And so you'll wear this outfit 3 times because you'll wear it to that wedding. You probably won't want to wear it to another wedding because you know the same people there. So you might wear it to I don't know, a work Christmas party or something like that, and then you might wear it out to a nice dinner. Now you're still going to have that, just say it's a frock, okay? You're still going to have that frock in your wardrobe, but it's no longer going to serve the purpose that you bought it. It's no longer going to feel special, like really special. So I didn't get my maths O level, so let's just say it cost £150, right? Because I can't do sums very well, okay? And you've worn it 3 times, so it's cost you £50 every time you've put it on. All right, but if you spend £150 on a pair of jeans, everyone's like, oh, I'm not spending £150 on a pair of jeans. Okay, but let's just say that you wear them.
That's actually quite a relevant point.
Yeah. But let's just say that you spend £150 on a pair of jeans. You wear them once a week for 50 weeks of the year, because 2 weeks you've popped off to Greece or wherever. So it's only actually going to cost, and you've worn them 50 times, it's only going to cost you £3 every time you put them on. So it's about spending the money on the things you're going to wear the most and get the most wear out of, and looking at it and seeing if you're going to get the value out of it. Like Steve said about a belt. If there's a belt that you love and it costs you £70 or £80 and you think, I can't spend that on a belt, think how often you're going to wear it. Is it that belt going to last you a lifetime? Is it going to do what it needs to do? And another top tip, when you're buying clothes and if you're buying an outfit, don't think, or try not to think of it as, oh, I'm not spending that on the top, and I'll spend that on a jacket, but I won't spend that on shoes, or I won't. Think of it as a whole price for the outfit. And then it doesn't matter if your trousers are only £20, it doesn't matter if your earrings are £80. If you've given yourself that budget for the outfit, then you give yourself much more flexibility to find what's right for you.
That's a good tip.
It's another good tip.
So when we're in our wardrobe, we've got everything on the bed.
Oh, yes, we have. Yes.
Do we have 3 piles or 2 piles? Because there would be potentially a 3. You'd have a no.
Well, hang on. I've got written down here, this is if you're doing it properly. Okay. 8.
Right.
Okay. So you've got the keep pile, right, that you wear frequently. You've got the keep pile that you wear infrequently. So that could be like the weddings, the christenings, a ball gown, that type of thing. You've got the keep, but it's out of season. Now, in the UK, that's a bit of a difficult one, because at least 9 months of the year we can wear the same stuff, at least, can't we? And just throw jumpers on. So that might not be so relevant. Especially if it's like this year, you
could actually wear pretty much the same thing all year.
Indeed. So you might just have your, what I call your summer holiday clothes, which some people sort of say they will wear different things away. Even if it's sunny in the UK, they would still wear different things if it was sunny in Greece.
Yeah.
Shorts, for example, will be seen in shorts in the UK. Then you've got your keep pile of things that you need to do things with, all right? Because they're not allowed back in your wardrobe until they've been done. All right, so fix them, wash them, you know, whatever you need to do with them. If you're not going to do it, if they've been there for like 3 years or something and you're not going to do it, chuck them, get rid of them, okay? Because your wardrobe is like a toolbox. You want it to be that it's functional, so you can go into your wardrobe and you can pull out the clothes that you can wear instantly. Okay, now it might be that you do iron them as you get them out of your wardrobe. Some people prefer to iron them when they go in, some people prefer to iron them when they come out, some people prefer not to iron at all.
I mean, that counts. Yeah. I think let's buy it if it doesn't need ironing.
So, or if you can put a cardigan over the bit. Top tip, if you haven't already known it, I know more and more people are knowing this one, but I absolutely love it. Hair straighteners for collars.
Really?
Just straighten out your collar. Top tip. That's top-tastic, that is.
I would need collars to do that, but that is a great tip.
That is a great tip. I like that. I like that. Yeah. So you've got your keep pile. So you've got to action, and as soon as you've done those, they can go back into the other piles, all right? Then you've got your charities, giveaway. Try and, as I say, if you can break this down, it actually makes it easier. So you've got the things you're definitely going to give to charity. You've got the things you might want to give away. Great Aunt Maud may have loved this cardigan that you got because it reminded her of Chanel. You think, oh, I'm actually getting rid of this now. I can actually give this to Great Aunt Maud rather than Great Aunt Maud giving me her stuff.
Yeah.
Or friends. Stuff you're going to sell if you're going to try it on eBay, if you've got the time, which is another thing. Again, if you actually know deep down that you're going to have stuff laying around because you can think, I must get round to eBaying that. If you're going to do it, That's brilliant. I'm all for it. I'm all for re-loving and recycling clothes.
Or Depop.
Yes.
Schlock, all these different places you can now snap a pic and post it. Facebook,
absolutely.
Or
even on your own Facebook page, you know, if you're selling stuff. And then there's the stuff that's rubbish, okay?
Pants.
Same to you.
Dirty pants. Not dirty pants. Old pants.
Sophie!
You don't want to be putting old pants and old socks in the charity, do you? Because they don't want.
Well, that wouldn't be very nice for anybody. No. Ooh. Thanks for that.
Dirty pants, definitely bin.
Anyway, moving on. Yes, so there's your piles. If I can be so bold, talking of pants and piles.
But the giving away, now we've had this one as well, which is don't kind of outsource stuff in the basis that you're actually kind of almost still holding on to it. So don't think, I'll give that to my daughter or I'll give it to my mum.
No.
Because actually, is it the sort of thing that you're going to give them and they're going to say...
They're going to be stuck with it, aren't they?
Thanks.
Yeah.
And they don't really want it.
I know.
But you've just given it to them because you don't really want to get rid of it.
But seriously, get rid. And if you can actually just reduce the amount of clothes, like how many of you have got a wardrobe of clothes but nothing to wear? It's people say it all the time, but it's true. There's sometimes too much to see in there. Do you really need 17 pairs of black trousers? Do you really, be honest with yourself, especially if you might only need them for work once a month. It might be that your job's evolved or your job's changed in what you do. I used to have to be really suited and booted for what I did for a living when I used to work in sales. But now, unless I was actually presenting to a big corporate client, I wouldn't wear a suit. It wouldn't be appropriate for what I'm doing. Actually, I'm wearing jeans under here, by the way, even though it looks like I might be wearing a suit jacket. I just, nice blazer. So basically make sure that you sort it all out, and you've really got to love it, because women who I've worked with, they might turn around and say to me, when I say, well, why are you keeping this? And they're like, oh, it'll do for work. No, really? Well, you spend, 40 hours a week working. Why do you want to be in just that'll do clothes? You want to be feeling good. Even in your casual clothes, you want to feel good. They still want to be in the right colour, the right shape, and suit you and your personality. It's still got to reflect who you are, even if it is just jeans and a jumper.
Then you don't get the, oh my God, the postman's turned up and I'm in this scenario, which does happen.
And the thing is like, once you understand your colour pattern, your personality, your style vibe, as I call it, even when you buy your pyjamas, they will instinctively be in the colours and that you like. If I love vintage, so I like sort of the polka dot or that type of thing, I would never have a really overly frilly pair of pyjamas because I don't do frills. I'm not a frilly girl. I'm just not a girly girl. Quite frankly.
I have girly elements, but generally not.
Girly elephants, where are they kept?
Just over them.
I saw one go past. But also, top tip as well. I know we've said about doing this really, really big sort out of the wardrobe, but let's just say that you don't want to do all that and get everything out, because it is time consuming.
Yeah.
It's great because once you've started it, you do need to go through it, and you might want to have someone help you. Don't even necessarily mean a personal stylist. It might just be a friend that is helping you get rid of the piles as you get through them.
Someone honest.
Yeah.
Your child is normally quite a good one as well.
Yeah, that can be a bit upsetting though, I suppose.
They're brutal.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
No, get rid of it. It's disgusting. I hate it. Yeah.
Then it might be your love. But also, you know, if you really, really do love something and you are going to wear it again, then, but, you know, keep it. And also, even if it's in the wrong shape, the wrong colours and whatever, but you absolutely love it, then wear it. Because the most important thing is you feel great in it. And that's the most important thing. But yeah, so that's how to sort your wardrobe out very, very, very briefly. I can give you much more tips on all of this. But there's a rule of thumb that if you haven't worn it for a certain amount of time, then you need to get rid of it. Okay. Now it could be that you don't actually know it's in there because your wardrobe is so cluttered. You might be finding all these lovely new clothes that you think, oh, I didn't know I had that. I want to start wearing it again, which is brilliant. But some of you may have heard of the thing where if you've worn it, so put everything in your wardrobe with the hook of the coat hanger facing a certain way, and then if you usually sort of back onto you, all right, which is the most awkward way. But then when you've worn it, put it back in with it turned round, and so all the ones you can see, all the ones that have been turned round, are the ones that are worn. Now that's fine, but you might be in a hurry one day, sort of putting stuff away, and it might not go back in that way. So really, really nice one is tie a piece of colourful ribbon onto the rail in your wardrobe, okay? Start it off with nothing on the other side of it. Whenever you've worn something, just put it on the other side of that ribbon. And just move that ribbon down the pole, and you can actually then see what you've worn after, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months, whatever. And that's a really good way of seeing what you've worn. And
nice.
I like that. I like that. Nice.
It is nice when you have organised your wardrobe. And actually another tip which you taught, which was to put your outfits together.
Yes. If you put them together beforehand and you know what goes with what, then that's going to make your life a lot easier in the mornings. And after this live, I'm going to put a link for you, and I've actually got an outfit planner. Can we just talk about the paperclip? Can we just show off? There we are. So happy with my paperclip. I'm letting Sophie have that one. So it's an outfit planner. So it's in 2 parts. So I don't know if we can see. Okay, so the first part is the weekly outfit planner. And you know how like you might do a meal planner? Do the same with your clothes. Look at your diary before. You might say, well, every Sunday night I'm going to quickly do this, all right? And I'm going to flick through, and I know I've got a meeting on a Wednesday, I've got this for that. And then check also the weather forecast. Because if it's a boiling hot day and you're wearing a thick wool blazer, and especially with our weather being so changeable, and pretty much our forecasts are pretty accurate now, I think. So, but do check your weather forecast as well. That's a really top tip. And then just choose what cardigan you're going to wear, what top you're going to wear, and you can write those in on here. And then that's it. You've got it planned for the week. So you can just get up and put those clothes on. It might be that whatever day you do it, you think, oh, that's dirty. Okay, I'm going to get all that washed, tumble dried now, and it's all ready for me for the week. I suppose
you could repeat that, couldn't you? Like a meal plan. You could have like week 1, week 2.
Absolutely. These you can actually, you could print these off, and you can actually do it monthly or every 2 months, or like what you say, and then you can actually rinse and repeat.
Like a bit of that.
And then a bit further on in there, we also have another planner for you to plan your favourite outfits. So I've got those listed from obviously tops, work, social. So if the first category,
going out. I didn't spot that.
Did you not?
I didn't spot that. Going out.
No.
Casual.
No. The lady that plans is all haphazard. Look, no.
There you go.
Come and hither. Right, it starts off. Work, okay, so you've got your work, and again it's only your cardigans, bottom half, so put outfits together for work. Then you've got smart casual, so that's like you're going out around the town, maybe going out for a bite to eat down a pub, that type of thing. Can still be worky things if you want to, but you might just want to take the jacket off, you might want to add some more personality with the colour. Then you've got your going out, so that's actually sort of like your sort of
mini dress. Mini skirts.
Yeah, not your rah-rah.
Boob tube.
Yeah, a bit of glitter, a few sequins, bung those in there. Then you've just got your casual. Okay. I don't mean like your ripped jeans and stuff you're going to wear to do the gardening. Don't worry about planning those outfits because they're going to be the stuff that you wore before. Yeah, but some people aren't really that organised, and that's fine. But then you've got your casual, and again, and you can take photos of them, put them on the inside of your wardrobe door.
That's nice. That's a nice idea.
And also
get one of those picture hangers.
Yeah, you could get a picture hanger.
Just bung them in.
Yes, that's a good idea. Also, you can hang your accessories on the inside of your wardrobe door as well. Because I've even got a little bit on there saying what accessories, because accessories make such a difference to your outfit. They complete it. So I'm going to put the link for you to be able to download that if you would like that. So that's a little present from me to you with love. But by downloading it, you don't get one of my special paper clips. So there. That's it. There you go. That's all there is to it. It's a very special person that gets that paperclip, so don't you lose it.
I know, I will keep it. What have we got here? Look, a door.
Oh, yes. Okay, it's a method of organisation, okay, by just using the letters adore. Okay, so first of all,
As in adore, I adore you.
I adore you. No, yeah, not as in a door to get into. Okay, adore. J'adore. J'adore Sophie. J'adore Claire. Je m'appelle. Right, anyway.
J'habite à Norfolk.
Adore. So A is for, assess, this is for planning of anything. You may have heard of it before. So assess, A is for assess. Oh, I seem to be talking very loud. Oh, okay, I seem to have done something.
Good old Siri,
yes.
Or similar.
D is for declutter, okay. O is then, so declutter is that thing about putting everything in the piles and sorting it all out. O is then for organise. So with your wardrobes, what I do is I will put like with like, so all blouses together, all cardigans together, trousers, skirts, and then I choose to put them in from the lighter colours ranging through to the dark, okay? So you can actually see the range of colours. Then you've got to live with it for a little while. So the R stands for reality. You've got to live with it and see if it works for you, and do then make any changes as you go along. But live with it, make sure it feels right, and get used to things being in that order. Then it becomes sort of like second nature after a while, doesn't it? And then E is evaluate. So every few months, every 6 months, give yourself a time period that you want to do that. It might be yearly. Go in and sort out what you've worn, what you haven't worn, and get rid again and start the process again. Because once you've done the big one, then you can just do it. And I've got a rule of thumb really is anytime you buy something, something has to come out of your wardrobe.
That's a nice one. I'd like to do that more than I do.
I would too.
I thought that the other day. I thought I really do need to.
And we did talk about Marie Kondo as well, just very briefly. She's got some brilliant tips on how to pack and store things and to make so much more room. The folding, have you seen the folding? Folding your tops like a filing cabinet where you actually, instead of putting things on top of each other, you actually file them from back to front, start with the light, go to the back.
I have done that.
It's amazing.
And
so much more space.
When you pack to go away, pack in the shirts. If you fold your shirts Marie Kondo style.
Yes.
Steve always says, Steve, can you fold my shirts? Because he'll fold it and it'll just be normal shirt. Whereas I then fold it up and it's this big.
Yes, and you can stand it
up.
up.
It's completely not creased and it comes out ready to wear.
Yeah,
and it's
even
amazing.
better if you then put them in packing cubes. Have you experienced packing cubes?
Not yet.
I do love a packing cube.
I've got them on my Amazon wish list.
They are. I tell you what, I swear by them. They're these little nylon bag cubes. They keep everything together. Really neat. So you literally just take that out of your case. And in some places, there's not always a lot of hanging space, and if it's folded the correct Marie Kondo way, it's non-crease, you can actually just take that out of your suitcase, put it in the wardrobe or chest of drawers, and you're done. They are, honestly. I feel like we're on a little QVC little, or a Victoria Wood sketch. And it's on the counter a Sacha Round. Now, Marjorie, could you tell me?
We just need the tea lady to
we
come
do.
down here.
Oh, don't. Where did you take your water? Soup.
Oh dear.
Is it on the trolley? Could you point to it?
Do you know, it's been a long time since I watched them. They were great though.
Oh, brilliant. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
But Marie Kondo's awesome. There's a book which I got for Christmas, funnily enough, which is a bit of an odd Christmas present, but I actually asked for it, which is The Magic Art of Tidying. And I know she's got a few. She's got What Sparks Joy or something is the new one, isn't it? But I think it's probably similar.
It's similar. It just goes into a few more diagrams of the folding and stuff like that. But to be fair, you can search for them and download them anyway.
But The Magic Art of Tidying is a good book. I did really enjoy that, and it's quick to read. You can just whip through it.
I know. I really like that because often these sort of self-help books can take forever, and they can be so dry sometimes, can't they? But they're getting a lot better. There's so many good ones out there, and one that you want to just sit and read in one sitting is really exciting. But you can pick that one up, can't you? Just do a chapter at a time.
Yeah, and she covers a lot. But the folding, if nothing else, learn the Marie Kondo folding because it is awesome, and you can YouTube it. We'll try and find the link if we remember. To put in under here so you can watch it because the folding is life-changing.
It is. It takes a little bit of practice, doesn't it? Trying to get your knickers to stand up, and
it's a bit boring to start with, you think. And I don't stick to it completely, but happy socks are definitely nicer socks.
This is true. A happy sock, you do like a happy sock. It's true. It's looking after the things, and it's be good to your clothes, and they'll be good to you.
Yeah, it's a nice principle.
I do like it. Yeah, she's taught me a lot actually, and I always understood about the story and things in the colourway and how to do it, but the actual, that bringing joy, getting joy from your clothes, but it's almost like then giving them love back because by wearing them.
Yeah.
And this might be too far-fetched for some people, but if you do part with something, saying thank you to it, you've done your job. Now I'm ready to let you go. I think that's really nice. I think it's a really nice principle.
It is nice. I like that.
Nice and fluffy.
Yeah, it is
like
good.
fluffy,
but the folding bit, it's just if you get more organised, same with any planning.
Indeed.
Always talking about
Have you seen the
planning.
folding tool?
On the interweb.
Yeah, I got one for my son. He actually now folds his clothes and puts them in the drawer.
Wow.
Yeah, and you can make them yourself, but to be fair, by the time you've gone and faffed around with a box and the time it takes, they're only about £3 or £4. So literally, it's just a piece of plastic. You lay your t-shirt on it, and you just flip up the top, flip up the side, and slide it off, and then you can fold it. You can then continue that to make it more Marie Kondo, and can actually fold it up in the thing.
Oh,
and
wow.
Oliver does that now.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So it's fantastic. They are really good.
I didn't know about that.
They are very good, very good.
I saw it on a clip once, a Vine or something. No, that's cool.
Because they used to have them in shops, didn't they? I don't know if you remember. Do you ever remember that shop Benetton? They used to have all the jumpers, and they were immaculately. And I was like, how do people get their jumpers to look like that on a shelf? Folding boards.
A folding board.
A folding board.
That's the way forward.
Yes, it is. Tip du jour.
Tip du jour. So there are lots of little things there, really.
Yes, it was a bit manic, really. So I hope we had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun. Thank you for having me on it. We were saying we're not going to make a plan of what we're going to talk about. It's just going to, it's just going to evolve. It's going to happen naturally. What we're going to talk about.
Oh, I remembered what we were going to say.
What were we going to say?
I was going to say that planning of any variety just makes life easier, and it can feel really boring, and it's the same with meal planning, with social media planning, with any of these things. Initially, before you do it, it feels like a flipping mountain.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And you procrastinate, but if you can just get yourself to do it, whether that be getting a friend to help you, just booking the time out and just gritting your teeth and getting on with it. And this is for people who don't enjoy this sort of thing, which is probably most people. Because until you do it, until you get into it, it's not enjoyable, is it? When it's like your kind of kryptonite, you're like, ugh. It's that one thing, and especially for like a lot of women, with clothes. One of the reasons they for example book me is because they don't enjoy clothes themselves yet or at all. And it's that knowing that there's someone there to do it for them, but you can do it yourselves, and I'll happily sort of answer any questions and help you in it whatever way I can. And once you've just done it, even if you just planned one outfit that you knew went well, because sometimes we don't even do that, do we? We literally just have all these clothes and think. But if we just said, right, actually, if I just sit down and I just do one outfit, that top goes with that cardi, and that pair of trousers,
and I wear with this necklace, those shoes, and this. If it's cold, I'll wear this jacket, and I'll carry that bag.
And that's going to be for going shopping and then going out to the pub. Yep. That kind of smart casual look that is your most common thing that you're going to wear.
For most people, most of the time. And I think it's that thing of just do the one, and then once you've done the one and you realise sort of how easy that becomes, you'll want to do another one.
Yeah.
And it's finding those outfits. Take a picture of it, or just get someone to take a picture of you in it, or if you don't want to lay it all out on the bed to make it look all neat, get someone of you wearing it, right on the back. Do whatever's right for you, and after no time at all, you won't even need to refer to these things. And
if you go shopping, you say, right, that outfit's great. Yeah. I just want a different top.
Yes.
Then you don't need to get a whole outfit.
No,
you just
don't.
buy the top.
But
and you
every
just put
top
that, on your
that
list.
you buy, or every new item that you buy, has to go with at least 3 other things in your wardrobe. So you don't have just standalone outfits. So you're getting much more use out of the clothes. And you don't always have to wear darker colours on the bottom half and lighter colours on the top. You know, just mix it up a bit. Throw in a little bit of colour, wear an unusual colour scarf. Just sort of test yourself a little bit and do something that you perhaps wouldn't do, and it can be really, really exciting, especially wearing colour. I never used to wear any colour at all, like at all. I was an old goth, and so I lived and breathed in black. And actually, I'm not wearing a lot of colour today, but this is navy, not black, and I wear a lot of red, and navy, red and white, and my thing has been my colour.
You don't look dark with all the white.
Sorry, white jeans.
White and blue true shoes.
Yeah, pumps. I hope they haven't got anything nasty on the bottom.
No.
That would be rather upsetting.
I never used to wear any colour, and now I wear lots of colour.
Oh, you're known for it, aren't you now?
Yeah, now
it's become your signature, isn't it?
And I think if I hadn't have done my colours, I don't think I would have gone down that route. Even though I'm a graphic designer, even though I do colour
all the time, but it's for you. You don't.
I would have chosen different colours. Yeah. It probably would have been more darks and greys and stuff. I still love a dark grey.
Oh, I do like a dark grey. You do like a dark grey, don't you?
I do love a charcoal. But actually, to be fair, I think I probably go for charcoal more now than I would do black.
Yeah, me
charcoal
too.
Is black, but that kind of grey. Because
Slightly
of doing the colours and trying
well.
to get my head around the fact that the dark grey is best for me than a black.
Yeah, it is. But it's just a little bit softer because Sophie's got sort of quite pale skin, and so she needs to not go too dark near the face. In an ideal world.
But I do wear black. But if you'll notice, if I wear black, I will try and wear silver jewelry, because I wear silver. I don't have any gold jewellery at all. That I will wear brighter jewellery. I'll either wear really bright colours or silver.
And it's lifting it. It's that last thing that you see before because the eye works from the bottom up.
Because my bags. How attractive. I get big bags if I wear dark. Yeah, I've got bags anyway, but if I wear dark clothes, it just makes me look panderised.
Well, you get shadow on your face, and those shadows work their way up onto your face and will sit into those shadows, and when you get into your dotage like I am, they can actually sit into your lines and wrinkles, and can actually make them look deeper, which none of us really want. So it's almost like an instant facelift by wearing the right colours, you see.
All you have to do to test it, just to prove it, if you're not believing us, is to get a... Let me just grab my scarf. My scarf. Is just to put it against you like this. Because if you do with black, you'll go, and black.
It's a really good...
It will go shadow.
So come out of the shower, wrap a towel around you, okay? So something across here. Mirror, don't matter if your hair's pulled back, whatever. And no makeup. Grab the black towel and literally just hold it about chest height and then slowly work it up. And as Sophie said, the lighter you are, the lower the shadow will be. And you will almost see that this storm effectively comes over your face. Yeah. And for people that are really pale, even when they hold it here, I can see this shadow above their eyebrows sometimes, and it's like this storm comes over your face, and it can highlight any imperfections, it can make your skin look redder, it can make you just look so drawn and tired. Like you're saying, Sophie wouldn't have bags under her eyes, but what it's actually doing is it's sitting into the dip that you have here.
I do have bags. I've got actual bags. My parents both have bags.
But it will.
So if you've got them, even more so, and then do the same with a white towel and see what the difference is.
Bring it away, and then you can do colour, and that's effectively what I do with colour analysis. I put all these colours against you, and I compare shades. Because everyone can wear every colour, it's just finding the right shade of that colour for you.
I still haven't gone down the green, although interestingly...
you could so suit emerald green and jade.
Green, I know, and I had
lime green.
Had my colour profile done with Mark Wentworth.
Yeah, see,
so that's another link up with the two. Totally different use of colour, radically different. but had my colour profile done with him, which is based on numerology and nothing to do with skin.
No.
And my colours are green and pink.
Ah.
So actually, pink and teal,
Yes,
the green of the teal
of the
can
teal,
actually is not.
yes.
It's not a blue. It's a
But
greeny
actually,
blue. And it's all heart chakra based stuff. But the pink,
yeah, like a
obviously,
cerisi pink.
for me, it's all the fuchsias.
Yeah,
Whereas
and
for
fuchsia and emerald green, they just go gorgeous together.
that would be nice.
It's nice.
That's got to be on my list.
Yeah,
isn't
no,
it,
no,
to
do
get
that.
done?
That would work really, really well. I like that. Because actually I also like green and violet together, but then you can end up looking like you're sort of auditioning for Wimbledon a little bit on that.
Or an Oompa Loompa.
Or an Oompa Loompa. I was thinking more Wimbledon.
Oh, I don't watch tennis. Is that
Do you
green?
know?
I think suppose it
Yeah,
is.
the
green
Wimbledon
and
is
purple.
green and purple, isn't it?
Is it?
Is
I
it?
know, and like the Joker, Kieran Bain, who probably won't watch this, is he wore a green and purple
Did you?
I
never
suit
saw
to my
that one.
event
I
in
saw
May,
it.
and I went, oh, and he had black and you'd have loved his shoes, black and white brogue shoes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with this bright
I can see
purple
those
suit
photos
and
of
a
that.
green
Oh, wow.
tie, and I went, oh, it's like Batman.
No,
You're like the Joker,
yeah,
and he
the
went.
colours. That's really dapper, isn't it?
I think he
That's
bought
really
it for
good.
a Joker Halloween outfit, but
But
actually it's really nice to wear normally.
And I love seeing people in colour. It's fun. It is fun. It can be a bit shocking when you first put yourself in colour. It can be like, it can make you feel a
Everyone's
bit-
going to see.
Yeah,
everyone's
I
gonna
know.
look.
But actually, people would just say, "Oh my gosh, you look amazing." They won't actually necessarily notice straight away. But you won't.
No, it's quite funny when you first do. It feels like you've got like a traffic cone on your head or a high vis jacket. You think people are going to go, "Oh, look at
And you think you're wearing really bright colours when you're not. It is actually that you're wearing colour.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily bright, or what I would class as a bright shade. It is literally that you are wearing colour and you feel so noticeable and you're like, and have I got these colours right together and is it okay? And it's like, it's totally okay. It's totally okay. And like I say, fashion police aren't going to come and arrest you, so give it a go.
Try it, and I bet you get a compliment.
I guarantee you will. I guarantee you that.
People do, don't they?
They will. Because
I've got a pink cardigan, which I bought, and every time I wear it, someone says, oh, I love that cardigan. Or they say, oh, you're the lady that I saw last time. I just really vividly remembered that pink, bright pink, this colour.
But hopefully they're also saying how amazing Sophie looks in it and not just the cardigan.
Obviously. But it's just nice. People, and I think also people, it's that funny thing is, people say, oh, you're so brave, or, you know, I don't really do the colour, and you start being self-depreciating about that thing, and when you start wearing colours, they don't feel as scary, and it just makes you feel better.
It feels the norm, doesn't it?
Because you just think, this makes me... It's not about wearing a colour and feeling awkward it's about wearing a colour that makes you feel good. So if I've got my lovely bright colours, I can't help but feel...
Lovely. See, I can wear this colour as well, but I need to go a bit darker, but can you see? No.
We're cool chicks together.
Yeah, we are. What was I going to say? I was going to say something really good then.
Well,
I don't know.
This is going to be in the group, obviously, and if you've got any questions, you can pop them in the comments and
yes,
tag
please.
Claire or me,
Yes,
and
please
we'll be happy to answer.
I'm not sure if I'm in the group as Claire Butler, but also my Facebook page is the Style Expert Claire Butler. I'm not sure which one I've joined the group under, so
I think.
It's just me, little old me on my own. So yeah, check that out, and I'll pop that link in for you for your freebie as well. And what else? The Marie Kondo folding.
Oh yeah, we've got to try and remember that.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be in Norfolk, do you? You do virtual.
I do virtual stuff as well. It's still one-to-one. Or it's face to face, you know, because we can actually do stuff via video, and we can do stuff,
especially style things.
Yeah, style stuff, colour. I can do all of that. You just send me photos. We can do it virtually, so location isn't a problem. But I also have a brand new style program, an online style program that's just about to be launched. It's very exciting, and it's called University of Gorgeous. And each semester there's going to be a different module. We're just about to start with colour, and it's completely home study for you to do in your own time, and you graduate from each semester, and then that way you then can start building your own style jigsaw if you want. If you do sign up for if you do request for the wardrobe planner, what I'll make sure is I'll add you to my lists as well, and then I can just let you know of any events coming up, and also more details about University of Gorgeous as and when it goes live. But the first one's on the 9th of October.
Well, also, Claire does have a really nice newsletter that comes out. I actually emailed you the other... There's not many times. I try to. If someone sends me a newsletter that I really like, I do try and reply and say that was really good. But you've started including like tips of outfits, putting outfits together and things, which actually is really nice.
Yeah, I don't want it to just be stuff like, oh, I'm doing this, come and buy it, or stuff like that, because I don't, you know, that's to me not a newsletter. That's a sales.
But
pitch,
with clothes, it's helpful. If
yeah,
you're not really good at doing the whole clothes thing, it's nice to just say, I could just wear that.
Yeah, I just put outfits together, and I just put them together and think, oh, you know, how about this today? Or I might say 3 ways to wear a pair of stripy trousers, or 3 ways to wear a white shirt, or things like that. And they do vary and mix them up. I'm not that organised that I do them on the set day every month.
Well, that doesn't matter.
But they come as and when, as and when. Because I don't want to, and they weren't, you certainly wouldn't get overwhelmed with stuff. There's not that many. You might get about 5 consecutively, and then you might wait a month before you get another one. But no, I certainly wouldn't overwhelm you with them. And I'm always interested to learn what people would like to see in the newsletters as well, because my aim is obviously to give you what you want.
What do you think is the first thing? Obviously, style and colour both actually I found as important as the other. Yeah. Because when you've got your colours, you kind of feel like you're ready to go. Yeah. But you feel a bit held back because you don't know what styles, and you don't want to go crazy and buy stuff that doesn't going to suit you. But if you were just going to go for one, which would be your first one? Okay, I always used to say it was style, personality, understanding your true core essence, and because from an insider's point of view, that is like the knock her when she's down. From an insider's point of view, it's kind of like it's the fundamentals of style. But if you want to see an instant change, then I would say go for colour. Colour's the thing that would make such a dramatic improvement to your appearance so instantly. You don't have to spend a fortune. I always say to people, you know, even if you just go to like New Look or Primark or places like that to find what colours are in. A scarf or a necklace. A scarf, a necklace, and you don't have to spend a fortune. Something that changes instantly. And then if you do love it, then go and buy a more expensive version of it, but have fun and play with the colours. So I would definitely say colour, definitely. That's your first port of call, because that's the one that makes that instant impact, and it just makes you feel so good, and it's exciting. It's like really visual to go and look at. And actually, some people say to me, oh, I'd love to do all this, but I'm waiting to lose some weight. They might be on a Slimming World, or no, not everyone. Everyone, some. A lot of people hold themselves back from doing videos, photos, everything because of it. It is true. And that's another thing. So what I say is that, well, why not have your colours done? Because that's not going to change. And go and buy yourself a couple of inexpensive tops or something. And do you know what? You might decide that you don't want to push yourself for that last bit that you've been struggling with to lose weight, because you're going to start feeling fantastic anyway. But also your style pretty much changes, stays the same as well. Yeah, your style is going to stay the same. And also, because your body shape doesn't change, you're just a larger or smaller version of it. And you know, you might think to yourself, do you know what, I like how I am now, I'm feeling good about myself, and that helps you lose weight, which will help you move on to the next bit anyway. And then it might be that you are in your own business, and then you're thinking, actually, now I've got some nice colours, I do want to go in front of the video. It's got such a big knock-on effect. It really is amazing. It's a confidence boost. It really is. It is like confidence in a box. Everyone should have one. I think it's one of those things almost they should do at school. It's one of those big things that actually it would give them so much more confidence as they go forward. But I think so, but I think there is also that period of time when you do need to experiment, and you do need to, you know, find out who you are. I think it's handy to always know it. Colours, I think, would be cool. Yeah, I think colour's good. I think colour would be good because it would encourage more people. But then saying that, I was a goth from about the age of 13. But would I have done that if I'd have known? Well, Adelaide doesn't, but colours. She knows. But she knows for the future, yeah. And what you'll find is that because although she fights against it, she still knows. And there'll be the odd thing that she'll put on, and you'll go, oh, that looks so lovely on you. And she knows that actually, if she wears these things, that it will make a difference
Absolutely.
in how she comes across. But
and also, because I mean, again,
it's there when you want to use it. It's a tool, isn't it?
It is, and also certain colours you wear will actually affect how people respond to you as well. And that's what we're going into, like the psychology of colour. But that's a massive one if you're in business or in a situation where you might need to be in authority or be approachable. It's a whole other subject, but it's that's going to be in my advanced colour semester.
Just like that.
So there you have it in a nutshell. It's all. Oh, and also if you hate shopping, don't worry. I can do that online for you. Once I know what colours you are, what shapes you are, what your personality is and your lifestyle, we chat it all through. I put it all on a mood board for you, and I click it over, and you can just sit in your armchair and buy it while you're having a glass of wine. That's for people that don't enjoy shopping. So anything style, I'll put my hand to and help you.
And if you've got any questions, just post in the group and tag
Please,
Claire.
yes, please do, because I want to help. I want to help in any way I can. And you might even ask something that I'll be like, oh, do you know what? I haven't thought of that. And so if I haven't got the answer, I will go and find it for you.
Cool. So there we go. We've rambled on.
Thank you.
We are here all week. No,
your new morning presenters.
We will catch you in the group, and if you've got any questions,
message below.
Pop it in the comments below, and we will catch you later.
Okay, stay gorgeous.
Bye.
Bye.